Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rook, and I'm back again for another Gossip Victory NIKKE video. We're going to be covering Maiden's animations finally. So we have her shooting pose, which I'm really excited to, talk about because I'm a big fan of it already. And her skill animation, which is pretty disappointing, I'm not going to lie. And we'll get to that part in the video. But let's go ahead and start this, little video they, NIKKE uploaded recently. And there you go. There's her full design. I like that there's also a tear in her thigh area. That's really good. And there's her back view. Okay, that's really good. And there's a lot of good jiggle. I'm a big fan. This is awesome. This is incredible. There you go. They're just showing it off. The motion. That's really good. Yep. There's a lot to unpack here. Here, well, yeah, let me go ahead and go back there. And here, let me go highlight the what I really like about this design and some nitpicks I have. Let's talk about the good because there's a lot of good, and I'll talk about the surface area in specific. We say increased surface area of her body. They definitely thickened her up. Really big fan of that, and we saw that from her the promo designs, and we saw this from when they showed off this design as well. But seeing like the in-game model as well, it helps really get the idea of like what they did. And I'll tell you right now, Maiden did not have she was not this thick before, and she was thick, but not this thick. So they definitely buffed her, and I'm all for it. No issues with it at all. I was really iffy on the bodysuit at first, but over time I've really grown. It's really grown on me, and I really like that the skin's actually bleeding through the bodysuit, so you could see her pale skin. That's really awesome. I love that little detail. She's not wearing any undergarments though. I'm pretty convinced. More I see this design, I don't think she's wearing anything underneath. And listen, I'm not complaining. I just find it's just crazy. So that's awesome. She's wearing a bodysuit, so that's a piece of clothing, right? I don't know. I also like there's a little like pudge in this area. Like you guys see this between like the thigh and like the rear area. That's awesome. Yeah, this is really good. I'm a big fan. My only two nitpicks are I don't like that the braided hair kind of covers up her back area. Like it does wave around, to be fair, so as you guys just saw, so it's not the biggest issue in the world, but I would have liked if they had wrapped it around better. I also I'm not a fan of the fact that like they didn't put any tears in the back here compared to like Bunny Soda, because I love Bunny Soda's design, and I like that they put like a little legging tears, I guess, in the back. So you saw some of her skin like poking out. Some of it like what Maiden already has, like down here, or I mean up here, down here. So I would have liked to see that because this suit's so skin tight and so thin. Obviously, and with her type of body, obviously it's gonna start ripping. As we already seeing in the front. So considering like the amount that we have going on back here, I was expecting some rips. So a little bummed about that, but again, that's a nitpick. It doesn't take away from the fact that this is still an incredible design, and I'm a big fan of it. This is awesome. This is definitely going to make NIKKE a lot of money, I think. I've been hearing a lot of positive things about this design, so I think the community is pretty happy with how Maiden turned out, and I'm pretty happy too, especially as I've seen more and more of Maiden, and I'm sure as soon as I get her in game, I'm going to be even more like head over heels for her. Even I'm going to absolutely love her. She's awesome. So yeah, that's awesome. You could see her like nip piercings right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here's the bum. Here's what I'm kind of bummed about. That skill animation, because that was really uninspiring. Is that the term? I don't know how I would say it. Kind of lazy, because this is literally just Cinderella skill animation. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and look at Cinderella's skill animation. You might get what I'm coming from, where all she does is like she rises up, raises her hand out, her hand palm out, and then she summons like ethereal projectiles, and that's literally what Cinderella does in her skill animation. The only difference is this one's like winter themed, whatever, and it has like the Maiden's spice to it, I guess, whatever you want to call it, but I don't know. Seems a little lazy to me. I was hoping for maybe something different. Rupi and Ludmilla, they both got different skill animations. Granted, Ludmilla's was kind of boring, where she just held out the lantern in a snowstorm. Kind of boring. Rupi's was cool and like actually interesting, where like she's grabbing the commander's arm and she's all like giddy and gleeful and happy. It's like really cute. I liked it. It was fun. This one's like boring. I don't know. I get they were trying to make this really cool one, but I would have liked to see something better. That's just my only major complaint. Yeah, that's probably my only major complaint regarding Maiden as a whole. But you know, her front view and this back view absolutely still, you know, it absolutely wins me over. And you know, I can even talk about like this base design. I probably should have talked about the front too, but this is really good. I mean, we saw most of this already, and I did note that I like the skin tear right here in the thigh area. That's really good. And I'm, you know, she's got the piercings up here. It's an absolute W devs. You guys did a good job designing the costume. So big fan of this. I'm excited to pull for her in a couple hours. So definitely look out for that video, because I'm gonna try to get her probably at least 2 copies, but definitely at least the base copy just to have her. And her kit does look pretty solid from what I'm seeing. So I'm excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in more NIKKE content, definitely subscribe to the channel, like, comment on this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.